Hello, my microphone is on. My name is Larry Hussey, and my brand is Drug Force. And I just heard a rumor that I want to address very positively, a very positive rumor. I've heard that Hollywood unions are looking at buying shows, buying video shows in order to create work and royalties and profits for the union and union members. And I would like to offer Drug Force for sale. Drug Force is for sale to unions or anyone else, especially unions, because unions are in the business of producing things and making royalties, and so that is good. The only thing I'm concerned about is someone buying it and not producing it, buying it just so it's not produced. But a union would not do that, I hope. Uh, so, yes, I heard a rumor that if I want Drug Force to be bought by Hollywood unions, all I have to do is say, yes, please buy Drug Force, and I am saying that. So, Hollywood trade unions, such as the Screenwriters Guild, please buy Drug Force to be owned by the union and to create work for animators and voice actors and to create royalties for me and for voice actors and for animators and directors and producers. And that would be terrific. So, Hollywood unions, if it's true that you are buying up shows and using them to create royalties and good work and profits for the union and all those good things, and then maybe the union even selling it later on, all those good things, please consider buying the rights to Drug Force and buying the show Drug Force. Uh, all I would ask is if we have a. I mean, I would just ask if we have a clawback clause that if it's not produced, that I get to claw it back because I want it to be produced. I don't want it to be taken and disappeared because George Lucas is getting a reputation for selling things and not using standard contracts, and so he sold THX, and it's never been heard from again because it was sold to somebody who just did away with it. Okay, and I don't want that to happen to Drug Force. Okay, so I am going to use standard contracts written by the unions with standard clawback clause written by the unions that if Drug Force is not developed, then I get to claw it back and try again. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. So I'm making a video. Officially, I am the creator and the owner of Drug Force, the web series, and the film series. I am the owner, I am the creator. I offer it for sale to show business unions because I've heard show business unions are buying shows to create royalties and work and profits. Royalties, work, and profits. And three great things for the uncertain economy we are facing. And so I would like to help animators and voice actors and all that good stuff and make a television cartoon called Drug Force. So please tell your friend and tell your neighbor and tell everyone you're a fan of Drug Force and tell Hollywood you're a fan of Drug Force and you would like Drug Force to be picked up by unions because it's quite possible Drug Force is being somewhat blackballed, somewhat blacklisted, and that's why nobody's picking it up, even though it's rumored to be one of the most popular web series currently being watched in video. It tops the something called the bootleg video ratings. It's on top. It's on top of the bootleg video ratings. Is the current lingo, and so and it gives people hope in the war against drugs that there's a military fighting the war against drugs. There isn't, but it gives people hope that there's a military fighting the war against drugs Thank you very much for considering buying Drug Force, and have a good day.